Is it recording? Yep. Okay, there we go. Good evening, everyone. My name is Tina Heuermann. I am the founder of the Detox Divas. We meet each Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central to talk about these amazing products that we have and how they can help you, oops, sorry. Let me cancel that. Pushing buttons I shouldn't be, how they can help you just live with more vitality. And tonight we are so excited because we are kicking off a brand new, it is the Reset Revolution, and it is a brand new program that is going to help you with blood sugar control, vitality, weight loss, fat burning, the GLP. I mean, we're going to go in deep tonight and cover it all. And I'm so excited because I've got some amazing people on this call that is going to help me with this also. But so Heart and Body Naturals is a plants over pills company. We are dedicated to purity, sustainability. We are earth friendly. You will not find a more pure product line than what you can find with Heart and Body Naturals. And that is due to the dedication and the dedication of our CEO, Paula Scarcella, and our formulator, Alexandria Brighton. Alexandria Brighton is a legend in her own right in the industry when it comes to aromatherapy, plant medicine. She's been practicing probably for close to 40 years. So I am just so excited that you are here tonight because what we are going to be sharing is not just another product. It's not a it's so beyond another product. This is in response to what's actually happening out there in the world. And right now we are watching women, especially in midwife, and everyone's affected by this, but I found out doing some research that women, especially in midlife, become silent casualties of a full-blown health crisis, and nobody is talking about the root cause. We are all about root cause around here and getting to the bottom of it. Again, plants over pills. So let's look at some facts before I bring our great speakers on. And according to the CDC, over 38% of US adults are pre-diabetic, and most don't even know it. And in the 11.6 that are already diagnosed with diabetes, we're talking about 1 in 2 adults really struggling with a metabolic dysfunction, blood sugar issues, insulin resistance, or really both. And let me just pause right there because I forgot one of the most important things of this call. This call is for educational purposes only. Any changes in lifestyle, diet, nutrition, supplements, exercise, anything like that should be consulted with your primary care provider. Heart and Body Naturals, Go to Sauna, the Detox Divas, or any of the leaders on the call tonight are only sharing information that they found in research articles. And it is your responsibility to take your health in your hands and do your own research as well. So let's get back to the topic here. So as the fastest growing group of people affected by insulin resistance, which is women in midlife, but again, it's men and women that are affected like this. This is a very large growing group of people that are affected with some sort of insulin sensitivity or insulin resistance. And why? It's because estrogen drops and insulin resistance rises. And that means belly fat, cravings, inflammation, mood swings, fatigue, and then that all starts to take over. And let me know in the comments, men and women, if you have any of that, the belly fat, craving, inflammation, mood swings, because I'll bet 88% of the people on this call are suffering with some of that. So what's the solution that we're being sold in the Western medicine world? Well, we're being sold pharmacy, quick fixes, injections, appetite suppressants, things that override our biology instead of restoring it. And so it's the restoration aspect that we go for here, not the Band-Aid to cover it up or to force our body into any sort of healing. We're supporting the body to heal on its own. And so I don't know about you, but I'm really kind of done with that narrative of let's just take a shot and put a Band-Aid on it and then pretend it doesn't exist, right? I mean, that's what the majority of the population does anymore. And so what we need is a system that will actually work to support your body, help reset the body, and support blood sugar, metabolism, cravings, and energy naturally. And that's what this kit is all about that we are going to talk about tonight. Your body is not broken, it is just overloaded. And when we give it what it actually needs and in the right order, the shift is real. So you're not behind, you're right on time, and we are going to reset together. So, as I said, I have three amazing leaders on the call with me tonight that I'm so incredibly honored to be sitting here on this screen with them. We have Coach Will, who is a multi-million-dollar earner in the network marketing space. But beyond that, those dollars, every single one of them has come because he's helped somebody else achieve their dreams. And he's such an amazing servant leader. I learned so much from him, even been in the industry for as long as I have. And then we have Coach Marcus, who's going to be up actually next. And Coach Marcus I'm telling you, that man can outwork anyone. He is totally driven on ensuring that we have the tools that we need, even if it is the vocabulary and how to send it, how to send an email, what to do. He gives us those baby steps that a lot of people need in order to succeed in this business. But he's also a health coach. I mean, everyone on here is just passionate about health. And then we have Coach Kimberly, who is just the heart and soul of Heart and Body. And when she loves hard. And if you've been in her presence, which I cannot wait to meet her in person. I've not met her in person yet, but just online, you can tell that this woman loves hard. And she just wants the best for everyone that she comes in contact with. So you guys, thank you so much for being a guest on the Detox Divas tonight. I'm so incredibly honored to have you on here. And I know that the people that are watching this, if they've had any connection with you at all, they feel the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and let Coach Marcus talk first. He's going to be talking about one of the new products, the lemon MCT oil. And I'm telling you guys, you take notes, grab your pen and paper, because this is going to be some amazing information that you're going to get tonight. So Coach Marcus, the floor is yours, my friend.
Hey, Coach Tina, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Yes, sir.
All right. I have this microphone, so this is it's new to me, so just want to make sure I'm coming through loud and clearly. Hey, but thanks for having me as a guest on the Detox Divas, along with Coach Will and Coach Kimberly. Coach Will and Coach Kimberly work hard too, so it's we all put in the work, as do you, and appreciate all the guests being here tonight. But thanks for having me talk about our newest product that's part of the 3-step GLP-1 system. And before I go into it, just want to let you guys know what GLP-1 is, because many people don't even know what that is. They think it's some scientific weird term, but it actually means glucagon-like peptide 1. Okay, so what it does is when you eat food, okay, your body has a trigger that tells your pancreas to produce insulin. Okay, and then because when you eat food, you have a spike in your blood sugar, because that's from glucagon produces blood sugar. Okay, so GLP-1 triggers the pancreas to produce insulin, to take the blood sugar, the glucose flowing around in your blood, to transfer it to your cells, because glucose is the body's #1 energy source. Okay. And so the company launched 3-step system to help better manage blood sugar. Okay, so and of course we don't make any medical claims. We don't say our products diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease or health conditions. But the Lemon X MCT, that's the product I'm talking about tonight. It's a xanthan infused MCT oil. Okay, and it's an amazing product. We've known about it for a few months now, and it finally launched over the weekend. And antioxidant, it has lots of antioxidants in it. It boosts your energy. So that's the one thing I noticed when I began using it last week. But it really targets your liver. Okay, many people who come to me for help losing weight, I've been in the health and wellness and particularly weight loss space for 15 years, actually 2011, for 14 years now. I'm a certified personal trainer. I encourage everyone to get their liver right, okay, because your liver is your body's hardest working internal organ, because nearly everything you eat, drink, inhale goes onto your skin, eventually gets processed through the liver. Okay, and so if your liver is not functioning properly, it's going to make it difficult to lose weight. And so we like this is the bottle right here. This is the bottle that some people have received for us to sample it. Lemon X MCT, it's clinical strength. So it's not something where somebody just in somebody's kitchen is just putting together these oils. This is actually clinical strength. You can go online, look it up. You go to PubMed, research it. It's on there, right? This right here, these drops can help the body burn 400 calories extra per day just by ingesting this. Okay. And I like the fact that it absorbs fast. It has the MCT, means medium chain triglycerides. Okay, so it's a medium chain triglyceride oil that gets absorbed quickly. Okay, so that's going to help produce that energy, and it's a great product to incorporate into your wellness journey. Now, this specifically is created, folks, to help your body burn fat. Okay, because it targets the liver first. The other two products that you guys are going to hear about tonight really target the GLP-1 hormone. This right here is going to be the product that's going to burn fat, because you're going to have the glucose controlled in your blood. So what happens is your body needs energy. Okay, so it's looking for a fuel source. Well, guess what? Once the glucose is under control, it's going to go and use energy from fat. Okay, so that's why people use this, and they're burning calories from fat, not calories from sugar. Okay, so that's why when you see people taking these drugs that are GLP-1 drugs, well, those drugs are simply flooding the bloodstream with GLP-1 hormone. Okay, so that the body is simply using the person's fat, okay, for energy. Well, this right here is going to increase your metabolism. I like the fact that it's clean, right? We don't have, our products are organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. No chemicals are in them, no synthetic ingredients. This only has 8 ingredients, 8 of them. Okay, one of them is patented, right? We have a patented ingredient. There's some seaweed in it, pomegranate oil, okay, so lemon oil, peppermint, grapefruit seed oil, lemongrass, and ginger root, okay, but it tastes like lemon. That's why we call it Lemon X MCT. And I like the way Paula and Alexander put this together. Is it's easy to incorporate into your lifestyle. Okay, we were following the instructions, putting it in our beverage twice a day. I put mine in my cup of Nova. It's amazing, right? The first time I did it, I took half the dropper, which is how the instructions tell us to do it. Take half the dropper twice a day. So I just squeezed the bottle, put half the dropper into my Nova. I drank it in the morning time. After breakfast, I wasn't hungry until about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, and I wasn't tired, and I felt I had more mental clarity. Additionally, I dropped like over 2 pounds in like one day. One day dropped 2 pounds. Okay, and I didn't change anything. I even ate cake that day and still lost weight. So this right here is going to be probably one of our top selling products, along with fulvic acid, black seed oil. This product line right here is really going to help the body reset so that people can, be more successful with achieving their health and wellness goals. And you can put this in a smoothie. Okay. No, you can't replace. There's no replacement, right? Lemon oil is in this. Okay. When you guys look at our products, they are formulated a particular way. That's why companies can't duplicate what we do, because they see our ingredients and they go and try to copy it. They don't know the ratio of oils. They also don't have Alexandra Brighton, right? They don't have her, who puts these formulations together with specific intentions. Okay, so that's why companies try to copy us, but they can't. They can't. And so this has the perfect combination of the xanthogen, the peppermint oil, the lemon oil, lemongrass, grapefruit, and ginger root oils. All it's smooth. You can put this in your smoothies. Okay, you can put it in your coffee or tea, your favorite beverage. You can also drizzle it on your salads. Okay, now a pro tip, right? We just discovered another way to use it. Okay, that's not listed in the instructions. You can actually take the dropper and do two half droppers beneath the tongue, right? Swallow it. It doesn't taste like black seed oil, right? It has a lemony flavor. And then someone who started using it, they took it at night before going to bed, and they noticed they felt some thermogenesis going on where they felt warm, like in their midsection area. That means the body was heated up, is burning that fat while you sleep. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share tonight. It's simple, it's delicious. It tastes great. This is a great way to fuel your day. So that's the my feedback and my presentation on the lemon MCT oil. So I appreciate you for having me as a guest. And I know Coach Kimberly's up next.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Marcus, thank you. I love mine in the product that Will's going to be talking about. We've got Kimberly up next. Kimberly's going to share with us the Slimmer Pro, which has got tons of patented ingredients in it. And the research and studies behind the ingredients is just mind-blowing. So Coach Kimberly, take the floor. It's your turn now, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And Coach Marcus, amazing information. You said words I don't even think I could get out of my mouth. You did very, very well, because I've looked at some of our ingredients. I'm like, I have to go to Google Translate to learn how to say those words, but thank you for doing the hard work there. Yeah, Slimmer Pro is amazing. Okay, we have Slimmer Max, and you guys thought Slimmer Max was the top dog. Wow, Slimmer Pro will knock your socks off. It says you can take it up to three times a day, but using the system, my friends, you don't need to take it up to 3 times a day. If you're pairing it with the lemon and with the glucose or the Glucco Protect, you will not have to. I got it. I got the word. You won't have to take it 3 times a day. You can if you want. It's the same kind of method as the Slimmer Max. It's 1 scoop to 8 ounces of water, but I don't have to add any extra sweetener to it. It tastes amazing. Now, we used to do all that slimmer or the juice and things, and you don't need to do that. You don't want to put the extra chemicals, the extra stuff in your body, the extra calories, because what we drink makes a difference, right? That can make your blood sugar spike as well. Being a type 2 diabetic, I've learned very carefully now to read my labels, to watch what I'm putting into my body, and to watch my blood sugars. And I thought I was broken at first. When the doctor told me I had type 2 diabetes and I got on the metformin, like, oh, this is going to be my life forever. I was like, I don't want to live like this. I don't want the medicine. The medicine made me feel terrible, absolutely terrible. It's terrible for your liver. It is horrible. But with Slimmer Pro and all the products we're talking about tonight, you can, and I have done it personally now. I'm not making medical claims. It's my personal experience. I have reversed my diabetes now. Now, I still have to be mindful. It means I can't go out and eat fast food all the time. Not that I do anyways, but I still have to be mindful of what I put in my body and the times I put it in my body and the way I put it in my body. But these products have helped me get off my medication. So I truly believe that these products are going to make a big difference to all of you guys. And I know a lot of you are diabetic or pre-diabetic because you've reached out to me saying, okay, what can I do? Get on these products is what you can do. So Slimmer Pro curbs the cravings, and I'm a cravings girl, especially when I'm stressed, especially when I'm happy, especially I like food. I grew up with food. Food was a good thing. It was what we did. We gathered as a family, we ate, but I don't have those cravings anymore, especially for the sugar and the carbs. And if anybody knows me, I like my sugar. Well, I used to. I don't even think about it now. Easter, I didn't touch 1 ounce of chocolate. And it was everywhere. I got kids. It was everywhere. There was temptations everywhere, but I didn't want it. It boosts that metabolism. So you're thinking, okay, I am broken. You're not broken. Your body just is screaming at you for it to listen to it. It needs you to listen. So it needs these products. It supports fat loss. And who doesn't have a little bit of the fat to lose? I know I do. I'm still losing it. I'm almost out of the 200s now. So I think I'm down like 50 something pounds using these products. It does work. I can't wait to celebrate the 100s. I don't think I've been in there since well, 26 years. Okay, I'm not even going to go there, but that's how long it's been. It balances out blood sugar so you don't have that roller coaster hunger and that constant crashing too in the afternoon. About 3 o'clock, you're like, I'm so tired now. You won't have that if you take the Slimmer Pro. It just really controls that crash. And as a mom of 5, I used to have that crash left, right, and center. I just thought it was a normal mom thing. And then I learned that I wasn't listening to my body. I was just trying to, like Coach Tina said, putting that Band-Aid on it and hoping for the best, right? But the metformin and things like that improves digestion. It has prebiotic fiber to support the gut health. And if our gut is not healthy, our body's not going to be healthy. It's like our liver, our gut, our heart. There's certain organs that we really have to be mindful of in order to keep ourselves healthy. Elevates energy, and I love the energy, and a natural energy. It's not going to make you go crazy around the house and then that crash. There's no jitters. And I have heart issues as well, so I have to be mindful of stimulants. There's no stimulants in it. There's no chemicals in it. It's all just natural for you. It reduces that bloating. And ladies, especially my ladies, you know that bloating. When you got that puffy face and you've got those sluggish days where even you can't slap on enough makeup to make yourself feel good or look good, you think, oh, sweet Jesus, I'm going back to bed. You won't have that anymore. And it manages stress. And in this stressful world, and it's stressful right now with the prices of everything going up, it does help balance your cortisol levels, which will reduce that belly fat, because there's good cortisol and there's bad. The stuff when we get stressed is the bad stuff. We don't want it, and it elevates your mood. So I just love this product. I could go on and on and on, but I know we got Coach Will up next. But don't be afraid to reach out to the person that showed you this Zoom to learn more about it, because I tell you, Slimmer Pro is going to be one of our top selling products too.
I forgot I muted myself. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a top selling product. And the flavor on this is very mild. I told Paula there was almost like a fruity aftertaste of some sort, a berry or something. But there wasn't. She said that was just a fluke. There's really not a flavor to it, but it's a beautiful burgundy pink color. So for someone like me, I can have a glass of that at night and pretend it's my wine, and I'm good to go. So thank you, Coach Kimberly. We'll see you back in just a second with the Tulsi. And then now we have the amazing, the one and only Coach Will Zanders. And so honored to have you on the call tonight. Kind of fangirling over here with all this royalty we have on the call with me.
Man, thank you, Tina, so much. I appreciate you. Is my audio okay? Can y'all hear me okay?
Sound great. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And Coach Tina, Coach Kim, Coach Marcus, I'm honored to be in y'all presence, sharing this information with our incredible teams, our guests. Thank all the guests for hopping on as well. And all of our international team members, because they were on weird time zones and they still carved out some time to spend with us. So let me hurry up and dive into it. And thank you as well, Tina, for your professionalism and always giving the disclaimers up front and early so we don't have to do that. The product we're going to be talking about tonight, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, is going to be the Glucco Protect. Now, this is an absolutely magical product, as are all our products. But if you've been heard me speak before, I like to stick to the facts and the science of the products. So I'm going to cover 4 things. And number 1, our product, this particular product has some incredible stuff already in it. Broccoli, spinach, kale, shiitake mushrooms, chlorella and spirulina, carrots, cabbage, beets, cranberries, wheatgrass, lemon, and more. But one of the things that really stood out to me in my research on this product was the pink Himalayan sea salt. And for those of you who don't know, pink Himalayan sea salt has over 84 minerals and trace elements in it, like magnesium, calcium, iron, zinc, boron, which is one of my favorites, chromium, manganese, and more. So just that one element of the Glucco Protect, before we even get into the patented ingredients, this is an incredible product across the board from a nutritional standpoint, which brings me to my second point. I have never, ever heard Paula or Paula Scarcella, our CEO and founder, or Alexandria Brighton, our product formulator and founder, I've never heard them say this, but they said this about this particular product, and it made it onto the website. They said, if you are only going to use one product, which all of us use tons of products, but if you're only going to use one, they said the Glucco Protect is the one. I've never heard that before. I've been here almost 6 years. I've never heard them say that before. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that good. And as Tina said, very, very reminiscent of Esther. It's for a time such as this. This is a time period in the world where products like this have never been more in demand, but they've never been needed. So that brings us to my third point, the Cissus quadrangularis. I'm just going to call it CQ. Don't get me to pronounce that again. It's Latin, but that is a patented product that we have, a certain version of it called CQR300. And this is a medicinal plant. It's very, very, very powerful. The version of it that we have, the patented version, is the strongest version in the world. And the studies on it is phenomenal. So let's just dive into a little bit of the research. There was a PubMed.gov study in 2006. This is a double-blind study, placebo-controlled study, all of the jazz that you want to hear with your science. And over 100 people that were categorized as obese or overweight were in this study. And all they didn't change the diet. If you're drinking Coca-Cola, they kept drinking Coca-Cola. If they didn't work out, they didn't start working out. They didn't change anything. But over 8 weeks of using the CQR, the ingredient that we have in our product, it led to significant reductions in body weight, waist circumference, body fat percentage, independent of any dieting or exercise, which was absolutely amazing. That same PubMed.gov study on our patented ingredients also decreased the total cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, triglycerides, and the C-reactive protein levels. It's incredible, but they weren't done. A 2021 PubMed.gov study showed that this particular product decreases fat tissue, specifically in the midsection, by enhancing some types of UCP1 expression. We're not going to talk about that tonight, but basically it's increasing your metabolism, burning fat while you sleep, decreasing fat from all around your body. It also helps with blood sugar regulation. There's some 2014 studies that point out that the blood glucose levels were significantly lowered, the fasting blood glucose levels, and improved insulin sensitivity. So you see a lot of the results that people are getting in just the first early weeks of this product, because we had some early ones sent out, but the results are what they are. Also, a 2024 study showed that, again, reduction in body weight, blood glucose and insulin levels, but all of the studies are pointing out that it's over an 8-week period. Okay, so although you will see some results relatively early, all the science and research is pointing to the fact that it takes about a week and a half to really get good into your bloodstream, really start re-regulating and taking care of some of those body processes. And then right around week 8, right around month 2, you're going to start seeing just ridiculous results. So really start to anticipate that. And there are also studies showing specifically in groups of diabetics, people that suffer with diabetes, it was showing that it improved the things that they were suffering with by regulating their metabolic enzyme activities, and it improved glucose utilization there. So one more thing I'll tell you about the CQ in our product before we move on to our fourth and final point is that it also, shocker, it actually improves bone health. And a lot of people, it's not marketed for that, but Alexandria Brighton, she's going to get some bonus stuff in there. It helped promote bone healing, bone regeneration, and was helpful in managing osteoporosis. And we're just not making this stuff up out of thin air. That was from a study done that's published in PubMed.gov from 2013. Tons of other stuff there, but just for the purposes of this particular call, let's dive into the last point, and we'll turn it back over to Coach Tina. The last ingredient I want to talk about in this particular product, and there are many, many more, but it's going to be Leptocor. Now, without getting into Leptocor, obviously a patented super ingredient like all our stuff. However, there was a particular study done on this particular ingredient, and it was 92 different adults who were all obese, okay, beyond overweight, all obese, and they were anywhere from ages 19 into their 50s. So this is teenagers, young adults, as well as people who are, getting up in age. And I'm not ashamed of that. I'm closer to 50 than I am 20. But I feel like I'm 21 again with better judgment because of these products. So that being said, that particular study showed that participants just in 8 weeks lost an average of anywhere from 11 to almost 15 pounds. And the important part about that is that a lot of people continued on beyond the 8 weeks and lost even more weight, but anywhere from 11 to 15 pounds per person with no change in exercise, no change in diet, no additional products like we have with the Slimmer Pro, with the Lemon MCT, without all the other ingredients that we just talked about. So and with the placebo group, over the same time period, they lost less than 2 pounds. The people who were not using the products lost less than 2 pounds. And the people who were lost anywhere from 11 to 15 pounds. There was also significant reduction, not just in body fat, but in waist circumference. Okay, people's pant sizes were going down inches, plural, in this particular study. They also were losing inches, plural, in the hip circumference. So for our ladies and even our guys out there, if you want to reduce the hip size and the waist size, this is a product for you. The blood glucose improved, the health markers, blood markers, hormonal markers, and inflammatory markers all improved. And the last thing I'll tell you before we turn it back over to Coach Tina is the serotonin levels improved. Okay, this product has the ability to enhance your mood, and they quantified this by up to 38%. And they quantified the serotonin levels as markers. That's your happy hormone, your happy mood hormone. Those levels went up by up to a little over 38% in the control group, and the placebo group stayed the same. So that being said, it's amazing. This product's amazing. The ingredients are amazing. Coach Marcus mentioned that the lemon MCT oil burns an extra 400 calories a day. Well, I can tell you, I did the same research. I love Coach Marcus. That's my brother. I knew he was going to do something like that. So I did the research on the Glucose Protect. And only reason I can do this research is because there are so many studies on our ingredients. And these are third-party peer-reviewed studies that have nothing to do with our company. Okay, so they're very ethical studies. Using our products will burn. I say burn, it's not burn, it's product thermogenesis. I'm just using the word burn. Will burn an additional 900 calories a day based on research without changing your diet, your nutrition, or exercise regimen. If you add that to the Slimmer Pro and the Lemon MCT, it's no shocker that Coach Marcus was losing 2 pounds a day. It makes perfect sense according to the math and the studies and the calories per person. So that being said, Coach Tina, that's my spiel. I love this stuff. Can't wait for everybody to get it. Can't wait to launch with you guys and girls. It's going to be a blast. And back to you.
Yeah, my husband has told me I can't lose any more weight, and I need to go back to like 2 months ago for my Detox Divas calls and just like grab a screenshot from the video, because like I don't spend a lot of time in front of the mirror getting ready. I'm a pretty low maintenance person, but being on Zoom, I have to look at myself, and I'm shocked at what I'm seeing. And, just having these samples for 3 weeks now, and so that's all really we've been taking it. Just started the Slimmer recently. I'm completely out of the Glucco Protect, so my order needs to get here fast because it is so comforting, especially on a warm day. I always say it smells like ramen. It doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. It's very, very mild. You can add it to a bone broth. You can sprinkle it over your meat. You can just make sure that it's in that warm water. I like to add my MCT, lemon MCT drops to that. And it just amplifies it. It's so good. So thank you, the three of you, Coach Kimberly, Coach Marcus, and Coach Will. And next time, I hope that maybe we get the memo on the matching twinning shirts too, because that's awfully cute that you two matched. Let me just throw that out there right now. So for those of you that are on the call tonight, you have a choice. The past 6 weeks with the Detox Divas, we have completely dove into insulin resistance. We have talked about the health dangers that it's related to. We've talked about how it affects the liver, the thyroid, the hormones, the heart. I mean, insulin is a very dangerous thing that is completely out of control because of the foods and the chemicals that we're exposed to in our products and everything. And so in addition to the detoxing, which I love a good detox, I love a good detox, this program, this 3-step simple program is something that you need to be on. You need to be a part of this. One, because you're a pioneer, and who doesn't love to look back and say, you know what, I was the first group that ever went through the reset revolution with Heart and Body Naturals. I was the first one to share my testimony. You get to be a part of that. And we're so grateful that you're here tonight to be a part of that with us and to lead this charge. But we need you to kind of maybe bring some friends, because the more people that we can expose to this 3-step system, the more people that we can touch and change lives on a global scale, a much bigger global scale than where we're at. So I want to see in the chat who's with me, who's ready to step out, release that insulin, release those inches, get that cute summer dress that you've been eyeing that's a size smaller that you're going to fit into by June or July. You know, put on those swimming trunks and go to the beach with your kids or your grandchildren and not feel embarrassed. And of course, it's not body shaming. We don't ever want to body shame. We want you to feel good with who you are. And like Coach Will, Coach Marcus, and Coach Kimberly all said, these products are very unique. You're not going to get them anywhere else. Well, I got some MCT oil on Amazon. Okay, but you didn't get this one. I got this at Walmart. Well, okay, I wouldn't buy anything from Walmart. It's a health supplement. And one of the great things is Paula is always finding ways to keep the costs down for our consumer, because our consumers are the #1 priority in this company, and your health matters, you matter, and all we want to do is make an impact. So if you don't have your kit purchase, please get that purchased right away. Oh, Coach Kimberly is going to talk about Tulsi Trim real quick too. I forgot about that, because we have gift cards that we can give you for $25 off your order if you add an add-on. And an add-on, like Coach Kimberly is going to talk about, is something that's going to even enhance your experience even more. So Coach Kimberly, thank you. Go right ahead there with that. I almost forgot that part.
I know I was gonna chime in. I was just letting you do your thing. You were sounding so lovely. I just want to say too that Glucco Protect today, I was really having a strong craving before lunch. And I just have a testimony here. And I went sneaking through the cupboard and pantry trying to be quiet so my teenage daughter didn't catch me. I was trying to sneak through there. I thought, what? I haven't taken my Glucco Protect today. So I went and had my cup and I sat here for 20 minutes, and all of a sudden I forgot about the craving. I didn't want lunch. I had a very light lunch, and I tell you, it satisfied my craving. It satisfied my need for lunch, for food, because it just tastes that good. So don't hesitate on that one. If you can just buy one product, if it's just one, that would be my go-to. And I've never heard Paula say that either in all my years with her, that this is the one product she would recommend. Because I've always asked her, what is the one product? And she would never, she's like, I can't do that. They're all great. So I can validate that one for sure. But the Tulsi Trim tea, that for me too is one I cannot go without. I drink it twice a day. Once in the morning when I first wake up, and once in the evening to help me wind down. It helps with your healthy weight management, because we got that bloating again. It helps with that. It helps control your appetite. It helps with emotional eating and stress eating. And as a mom of teenagers, I have stress eating. I used to. Now with these products, I don't have that stress eating. It reduces stress. We're talking about stress again, because when you're stressed, you got that cortisol that grows and makes that belly and that fat just go away that you just cannot get rid of. It balances your blood sugar. So there again, there's another product that blood sugar, because that's such a huge problem in our world right now. And it can be from our foods. It can be from toxins. It can be from eating healthy during the week and on the weekend binging. And then your body's got to reset again. And that just raises your weight again. So if you're saying, oh my gosh, I gained 5 pounds, probably not. It's going to be water retention and salt from the salt and things like that. But you're just putting yourself through that emotional roller coaster. Drinking this tea twice a day, you don't have that emotional roller coaster. Even on the weekends, you can take it in your cup and go. I love that. Supports hormonal balance. So you're thinking women with PMS or menopause, it helps with those kind of symptoms as well. I've heard through a lot of my customers now, they're like, okay, I'm not sweating as much. I'm not as emotional. I'm not crying the moment I see something sad, or just crying just at the dinner table anymore. Thank you for this tea. It's amazing, because it's not just a tea. You guys hear me say that all over and over and over. I had one customer say, it's just a tea. I'm like, it sure isn't. Here's the ingredients. Go research it. It sure isn't just a tea. I don't think there's just a tea out there that's just a tea, but this one is like a power-packed tea. It helps with digestion and your gut health, boosts immunity, keeps you healthy, because with all the germs floating around, I got kids coming in and out from school. I want to be as healthy as I can. Promotes sleep. Because if you don't sleep right, you're going to have that belly fat come back again. And that's that vicious cycle again. We need that sleep to feel healthy. Don't ever think, oh my gosh, I slept 7 hours. Think, yes, you did your body right if that's what your body needs, right? Don't push it. When I was a young mom and I was up all night long with those babies, I remember feeling so lethargic and so tired and gaining so much weight. Couldn't figure out because I was eating healthy, because I was nursing, just couldn't figure out why that weight wouldn't go away because I wasn't sleeping. That's why that weight wouldn't go away. But this tea helps you calm down. It helps you sleep well. And it's caffeine free. So you can drink it in the evening. You don't have to feel bad. One thing about the Tulsi, though, it's 1 scoop, but to warm water. Don't add it to hot water. That is one mistake I made at first, too. And then I was doing some research and talking to Paula, and I'm like, oh, it's warm water because you don't want to lose the nutrients in it because it's so power-packed full of things that we need, like the holy basil. It is something that we need in our body, and my body craves it. I wake up in the morning, I used to drink chai tea lattes. I'm like, now I get to drink my Tulsi tea, and I have like bags of it now because I don't ever want to run out. I think I have 6 bags, and it just came out. I'll continue to do that with all my products. So I really recommend if you're going to do the 3-step system, throw in that Tulsi tea because you will see a huge difference even quicker.
Yep. And when you throw on the Tulsi tea, and whoever invited you to the call tonight, or whoever shared this recording with you, if you're watching the replay, they should have a $25 off gift card to share with you. And if they don't, they can get with their sponsor and get one. But what that's also going to do is it's going to give you $25 off the Tulsi tea. It's going to give you 5% off of your order. And then there's a little box at the bottom that you'll click. It's going to give you 10 $25 gift cards that you can share with your friends. And then it's going to give you 5% back in member reward points. So if you use a gift card without adding that product, you'll lose all of those other benefits. So that's why we're very educational. We want to make sure that you understand that. So I know that we have a lot of guests on the call tonight, and we just appreciate you so much. Coach Kimberly, do you have something else to add?
Yeah, and when you do the package and then use the gift card for the Tulsi tea, you also get the free product of the month.
Thank you.
Not a huge bonus, right? So you're getting a product at half price, or it could be free, depends if you went with Tulsi or not. It's almost half price, plus you get the product of the month for free. So that's powerful of using the gift card for another product on top. You really get a good value.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we want to give you that gift card. We want to make sure you get your kit, and we want to make sure that you get the Tulsi at like almost half off, the free full-size product of the month, which is Purity, the member reward points and all of that. And so transitioning now, we've got another call coming up here in about 15 minutes. I don't have my slides up for you to take a screenshot. So if you want to put it, if somebody can put it in the chat, Coach Marcus does an amazing call that talks about the opportunity of sharing, heart sharing, I like to call it. We like to share from our heart because we love people. And he is going to go over like how to share these products with others so that you could end up earning your products for free each month like we do. So if that is of interest to you, go to One Team, One Dream Hangout. Thank you, Lori. And the passcode on that, all lowercase, is Go One Team. So with that, we just want to thank you so much for being here, a part of the Reset Revolution with Heart and Body Naturals. We cannot wait to see what your doctor says when you go to the doctor again, how your clothes are fitting in 3 months, how you're feeling, how you're sleeping. Like I'm getting chills just visioning, manifesting all of these good things for you, and how you're going to feel. And all your friends you're going to tell because you just feel so good with these products. So with that, again, Tina Heuermann with the Detox Divas, signing off for this week's, and we will see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. with another fun class to teach you about the amazing products here with Heart and Body Naturals. Again, very grateful for your time tonight. Bye-bye.